Hey, you gotta make it special, man. You gotta make it sexy.
What's up, y'all? Forever.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Freeform. It is your host, Fee, aka Phenom Soul.
Phenom?
Thank you. That was unexpected.
Hey, man, I'm trying to support you, baby. I'm trying to support you.
So,
we love you, man. We love
before
you.
I get started, check the links in the description. Check out all our Twitter pages. You can also catch the podcast on SoundCloud when I start uploading again. Make sure you check out the Facebook group, Twitter, and each of our own Twitter accounts will be posting stuff regularly. And yeah, that's it for me. Anything's possible. Give the people an intro.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Henny Neutron, aka I don't know what to say, aka Happy Easter, aka support.
All right, next we got the berserker with the keystroke. We call him the warrior keyboard. Tezabelli.
I don't know how I got the name, but yeah, this is Tez, Pharaoh Ebony, black sexiness. If I slap a bitch, it's gonna be sexy. But anyway.
You know what? His views are not reflected.
Without the beat behind it, it just sounds problematic.
It just sounds problematic.
It really does.
And shout out to old girl. And shout out to old girl that shout out to old girl that messaged us and was giving some good feedback. Tamala, I think it was
Tamara.
I'm sorry.
Oh
Tamara. My bad. Yeah, correct me. Thank you. Tamara Allen. We appreciate you. Keep tuning in and
we love you, Tamara. We go. You know what?
We love Tia too. Y'all on fleek, man. We
and
love
Turner.
y'all.
All right, let's go. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. All right, first topic we're gonna get into.
Well, shout out to R.I.P. Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Charlie.
Yeah.
Helped write a lot of.
Listen, I ain't gonna ride him like a lot of people did, saying he was the greatest comedian.
Yeah, he was very important to Eddie's career.
Yeah, but I'm saying
he whooped a lot of motherfuckers.
I'm saying
he put that work in.
The reason
should have been there when he got caught.
The reason I respect Charlie Murphy is because of Chappelle Show. So I'm not even gonna front. Like,
I respected him since Harlem Nights.
Yeah, he was dope in Harlem Nights. He was great in CB4.
I want to say he co-wrote Harlem Nights, really? Man. I know he helped co-write a lot of his movies.
I like Brooklyn, Vampire in Brooklyn a little bit, but it just is what it is. Hey man, you can't.
Yo, it was brought to my attention from another podcast that Wes Craven directed that, and I was
he directed Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it would be better.
Bring it in, niggas. Bring it in.
Whatever, nigga.
But like I said,
he's like, I won't say structured.
He's our lion tamer.
I guess.
R.I.P. Charlie. Yeah.
Not to be confused with Uncle Charlie.
It's Uncle Charlie. My name is Charlie.
First topic we're gonna get into is, I know they want to talk about the new Kendrick Lamar album.
Kung Fu Kenny. What happens on Earth stays on Earth.
So I guess we'll go ahead and talk about it. Who wants to kick it off?
Reluctant. Explain yourself, young man.
No, I enjoy the shit. I haven't listened to it enough to form like what I would call a detailed and well thought out opinion about it. Therefore, I'm not gonna say that much about it. Yeah, you will get my first impressions. That'll be it.
Yeah, this is definitely
I'll bring out a review on it either sometime this coming week or next week, and I should be ready to do something. But until then, these are my first impressions, so I'll kick it off. First impression wise, I'm not gonna say I love it, but I'm digging the shit out of it.
You're bumping the whip.
No, I'm not starting.
He's like, you don't do me like that, man. I can describe the album way more.
Oh my god. I didn't say all that. You try to start shit.
I'm sorry. Don't start no shit. Won't be no shit.
But for me, damn was dope because I think I said in a few episodes back in the podcast that I was wondering what Kendrick was gonna go with this album, particularly after To Pimp a Butterfly, because I count Untitled Unmastered just like an EP or a mixtape. I put it in mixtape status.
Yeah, I feel you.
But it was interesting. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it took me, my first like 2 listens was just like I had to get past the slappers. Wow, you got notes. All right, that's cool.
Don't hate on the nigga for being prepared.
But my thing was, it was hard for me to get past the slappers. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
when
The truck rattlers,
you damn right.
the bass
bro.
boomers.
It gave,
that
gave my
album got a
speakers
lot
a
of
workout.
bass.
dog.
They do.
That album has a lot of bass. I ain't gonna
It
lie.
gave my speakers a workout,
It
man.
feel like Compton. It feel like Compton to me.
Man, no, it had like southern beats.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
Mike Will
bass
made
was-
it. Mike Will was the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
one
yeah.
up.
You're not the one.
So I'm gonna say this, like it took me a while to get off DNA because like when it came on after Blood, it was the intro. Blood is the intro, and I was like, okay, cool. Then DNA hit, and then like my whole body shook. It was like I got hype. He took me by surprise. It's like it was smooth for a minute, then it was like a straight jab to the face.
Jab
I
to
was
the
like,
face.
God,
Yeah.
dang. It hit me real hard, man. It took me a while. I was like, oh man, it's just dope. Then I eventually moved on to Y'all. Y'all was cool. I love Y'all. Element, I gotta say, out of all the songs on this album, for me right now, as of this episode, Element is my
favorite right now.
yeah, it's my favorite
man,
one right now.
My man, I feel you.
Other than that, it's like from my first impression, I can't really say too much. Like I really don't have that many negatives about it yet until I really dissect it. The only song that I can say is like the least favorite on it is probably Love, but it's not. What I want to say about Love is I don't think it's a bad song by any means.
Come on.
I think I just gotta like.
Yeah,
Because some songs
doesn't
have to
like
get
it,
me.
by the way.
Yeah, I know you don't like it.
We were arguing before
He's
we
a
started
freaking
recording.
hater. Don't listen to that.
See, then he's gonna throw a dismissal.
It had love in it. It had love in it. He was always turned off. He was like, "Love."
It was.
I'm too hard for that.
It's not the fact. It's just like you have like the layering of love and all this stuff, and then he's like, what was he said? He said,
Well, hold on. It's my turn. So I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
finish this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, most favorite right now, Element. Least favorite is Love. Hopefully, Love will grow on me. But as far as everything else, like the Ninth Wonder joint on there was dope.
He's on my Duckworth.
Yeah. Triple X was cool, featuring U2. I love Lust with Rihanna. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about that feature.
Rihanna was loyalty. Yeah.
No, yeah, loyalty. I didn't know how I was gonna feel about loyalty when I saw like the print. I saw like the song layout. I was like, oh, you got Rihanna on here. Wonder what that's gonna be. Basically both his features. I was like, how are these songs gonna be? Love both of them.
Yeah, Riri played a part on Loyalty.
Riri was snapping on that song, man. I love
She got
that
bars.
vibed out, chill sound right there. I was like, oh, dude, man, she might have made me a fan with that.
Really?
Might
You
have.
gonna actually cop a Rihanna album?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anti was pretty dope.
Anti was pretty dope.
Yeah. But those are just my first impressions. Right now, I'm standing at a solid 8 with it.
This nigga threw out a number.
If I put it on the scale, I'm at a solid 8 right now.
On first impressions, you gonna rate it?
Yeah, this is my first impressions. Right
okay,
now.
I guess.
It's gonna change.
I guess.
It's gonna change, cause just like it changed with freaking
You think it's gonna
when
drop?
Chance the Rap was out, when I heard Acid Rap for the first time, y'all know I wasn't feeling that shit. I was just like, what is all
I
this
figure,
crap?
yeah, man, that seems like right up your alley.
I didn't feel it at first. I was confused as hell. I was like, what is going on? And then I couldn't get over that.
Yeah.
I couldn't get over that. I couldn't get over that.
Yeah.
It was annoying me. I was like, stop it. But I'm pretty sure this thing is gonna grow into like a 10. I'm predicting my own.
So as far as
eager to talk about it.
No,
You
as far
wanna
as, like,
just
with a classic
let me
album?
go and then make him hold off.
It might hit that status. It might.
I'm
It might
playing
hit that
with you.
status. It might hit that status for me. Like I said, man, this is my first impression, so I'm saying like 8.5.
No, he just added the point.
Yeah, I just added the 0.5.
Exactly.
I'm sitting
It's
at it
for
right
the
now.
review, that 0.5
Because he
might need
heard
to be
in the
on there.
background, he heard loyalty. He's like,
Loyalty.
8.5. 8.5.
Exactly.
I got to get 0.5 on it.
No, it might have been Lust when he was like, just let me put the head in.
I need some water.
Yeah, exactly. Blood rush to him, my man. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it out. We're gonna leave him with his notes for last.
No, man.
I got a feeling he's gonna be long-winded with it.
I'm gonna be long-winded. I'm
All right,
gonna be mad
let
long-winded.
Winston
It's cool.
All right, cool.
Let greatness go last.
Yeah, let anything's possible step to the mic. Let's go.
I fucking love this album, man. Like, this album is a beautiful piece of work. And I've been telling people the whole time, I was like, I'm starting to think damn means don't ask me nothing. Like, he just seems like I ain't got no answers for you. I got my answers, but I ain't got no answers for you. Like, perfect example is like, what's the joint where he was talking about his homies kid got killed or something like that.
The last one, Doug. Well, no, not like
not Duckworth.
Not Fear. Triple X.
Yeah. And then he was
on.
like, "Man, if somebody touch my family, I'm putting in work."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did say something
And then
about
he said-
Rihanna's accountant too.
And then he said right after that he
Yeah.
said, "Hold on, let me call you back. I gotta go do this conference." And then he said, "Today we're gonna talk about gun violence." And then you hear his inner voice say, "Damn."
Yeah.
That was hard, bro,
Yeah.
because it's like that. It's like that.
Yeah.
I ain't got no
And if-
answers for you. I know gun
And yeah,
violence is wrong, but if you touch my shit,
Exactly.
I gotta
That's-
fucking do something.
That was real.
It's real.
Yeah.
And so, like, man, I just think the project is great. The only song I actually don't like is actually the Rihanna joint. It's not that I don't like it. It's just my least favorite.
Loyalty is really man to me. It's Love is the one I target.
The reason I
Uses a punching
I
bag.
think Love is good.
The concept is great.
I think because me and Tez were talking about it, and yeah, I do feel like that's something that could potentially play on the radio.
Yeah, definitely playing radio.
And the reason I feel like he did that is because how many songs could he really play on the radio from To Pimp a Butterfly?
All right.
Besides that,
man, I would
These
say
walls-
Black
these
is Belly
walls
with
were-
the juice because I listen to that. on the
yeah,
radio.
like, we would, but you know,
Yeah,
radio
these
wasn't
walls-
gonna.
Nah, they ain't
Black
gonna
are the barriers too.
They ain't gonna
Even
do this
These
song.
Walls is a hard like to listen.
He had it on Ellen.
on
He was on Ellen.
yeah, but that's more of a performance piece. You get what I'm saying? Like that's more of a something like you actually like. It'd be better with a visual, like a video. It's not really a radio hit. Yeah,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
but
Sonically,
like,
These Walls was great.
we like music.
I'm
feel me?
saying
You
as
feel
far
me?
as something fun, it's like it's definitely a throwback where it's kind of like you have to adjust your ears. It's not like,
But it's radio. You can't adjust your ears with radio. You have to get them something accessible.
okay.
You feel me?
Oh, yeah,
And so
I
it's
feel where
like
you're
when it
coming
comes
from,
down to it, like I can understand why like he would make a song that was geared towards radio because it's like I don't Kendrick is an anomaly because it's like the dude got bars and subject matter for fucking days and they're all deep.
Mhm.
Not many deep people can get played on the radio like that.
He has a good ear for production and good ear for what sounds good too. I think that's
Yeah.
key. A lot of
He's versatile.
Yeah,
He's
but
versatile.
here's the thing: a lot of lyricists are kind of like, I got bars. They make trash ass songs. He has like the best of fucking both worlds. Like he has a great ear for what sounds good. Then he also has like a fucking phenomenal. Not too many people even in his class that you can even invite to the party and be like, yo, battle him. Like test your might against him. You can't. There's not too many people you can name, especially of this generation. And
So-
mainstream.
Well,
We're not talking
yeah,
about battle
mainstream,
rap. Yeah,
mainstream,
mainstream.
right.
Definitely mainstream. But I'm talking about in general. When you talk about body of work, you can't argue his body of work compared to like this generation of rappers.
Exactly. But when we talk about like radio hits and stuff like that, like Loyalty
Oh,
is
you
definitely
can't-
a radio
And you
hit.
can't. Oh, I just want to add one thing to Tez's point. You can't add his influence too on the culture.
Oh,
Just like,
you
just
can
pushing
add.
it.
You said you
I mean, yeah, I just wanted to add that to it.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody else,
God, yes.
for real, besides like Chance the
Yeah.
rapper can like you can't put them in the same category like that as far as like influence. Like you're talking about a cat who's just who people label as just a rapper, but you don't know his like accolades outside of rapping. Him giving back to the community, help uplift Compton, getting more programs in there. Kind of like what Chance doing with Chicago, bringing more schools, more arts, more he did a whole new after school program, so boys and girls like for
Recording
for the
music.
liberal arts and
liberal
everything,
arts,
encouraging creativity with our youth.
yeah.
It's like
Donate that cool.
yeah,
deal.
him and Kendrick are like literally they're pushing the culture forward. They're pushing young people to like progress in like I guess
In a social way.
find their potential. Like,
This album definitely makes me wonder.
that's all I want to say. Yeah.
because going off of that though, it makes me wonder like what really is going on in his life.
Oh yeah.
Not just his mind, but his life, like to where it's like you doing all this stuff positivity, but yet you still not happy.
I think he has a lot of pressure. I think there's a lot of pressure, expectation.
I mean, that's the reason I love the fucking cover. Like,
Yeah.
it's because you can see it on his face. He's just like, I'm tired of this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like he looks like not like I'm tired, like pity me, like Drain, but it's just like you say one more motherfucking word, I swear to God. Like he has that look on his face.
I think but I think the thing about Kendrick is like he's representing so much. I feel like people are looking at him to represent the hood, specifically LA, and then people are looking at him to represent lyricism and what they feel like lyricism is supposed to be. And he's kind of straddling both those worlds, and trying to, you know, be productive as far as like how he's influencing the culture, but still staying true to that culture.
Do you think they look at him more as like the representative of the hood, or as like the liberator of the hood?
Both.
I think that's what he's dealing with.
Yeah.
Or
he could give a fuck less about lyricism. He knows he got that shit.
I mean, he knows he has it, but he still has to maintain that.
Then I present another perspective to you. What if he's doing it to try to, like, I guess, cope with something? Maybe he's doing you could say he's doing, like, a lot of this positive stuff to, like, cope with something negative that might happen to him, or something, like, negative that he caused.
Guilt and shit like that. Yeah.
Because I think he says it in the last.
He said in a few. He said in, I think most of his albums, like,
no. Well, he specifically said it at the end of Fear. He was like, "Am I rapping out of fear, or am I rapping to kind of like for the art of rapping?" Yeah. I'm just paraphrasing, but like that last.
I thought there was something else. Like, am I like running rapper? Is rap running me? It was something else along those lines.
Yeah, because he said something before that one.
Yeah, it was like, am I living? Is rap living through me, or am I living through rap or something like that?
Yeah.
It was something I gotta listen to it again.
No, am I living through? Yeah. Kind of what you said.
Yeah, and so it's like, I think the album is great. I think it's very insightful.
Extremely insightful.
I honestly, like, just as a music fan and as a rap fan, like, and as a fan of like writing, I can't do nothing but be like, thanks, dude.
Yeah, definitely. But
because I feel like he's literally like letting us into his mind.
No, I love this.
He did that since
yeah, I know, but like this don't sound like that. Yeah, this don't sound like that. This is like different.
The type of insightfulness and
like it feels more personal.
Yeah, I agree.
It feels way more personal than like any of his other
even
projects.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Even Good Kid, Mad City. It feels more personal than that.
Yeah, where Good Kid, Mad City was just literally talking about him and like him growing up.
Him growing up in Compton.
Yeah.
And then this is him, like, it almost kind of reminds. I wonder how many times him and Ab-Soul have conversations, because Ab-Soul, like, you know, like the
he's a go-to deep nigga on TD.
no, it's not just that. It's what the fuck is this project called?
The last one, or
no?
The upcoming one.
No, the ones that he had prior to all these.
Freaking
long term mentality.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, and there's one, and he's like, he always says the first one is like before he has money. The second one is him acquiring money. The third one is him having money. And then the fourth one is like everything else after that. Like that's his whole like long-term mentality thing about it. Like that's the whole scheme of it all.
Yeah.
And so I wonder like if him and Ab-Soul actually like have conversations a lot where it's just like, okay, like, you know, like how deep do they actually get with each other and shit like that? Or even if they do, like, because I know like
they're both deep brothers, so.
Yeah,
I would assume.
I wanted to add something about the Good Kid, Mad City. Like, to add to your point, like why people resonated with that album so much. A lot of us we connect with that. I know me on a personal level, I do. Like the art of peer pressure. That's a great example of my freaking childhood.
Man,
like when he said when he was literally like I've never been violent until I'm with the homies. That's some real shit right there.
Yeah,
and like Sing About Me. Like I like personally, I've had cats that died about it, but it was like one conversation that lingered in my mind, especially for one in particular, before he got gunned down, and it kind of, huh? No, it was my one of my homies. It was B's.
Corey.
Yeah. He
God
like we had a conversation.
Yeah, Corey. He's actually my cousin too.
Yeah,
Brandon was my cousin.
Because we had a conversation like at his aunt's stoop. And we literally got on that subject, and I only learned like 2 days later what happened.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. Good Kid, Mad City resonated with a lot of people. It's just a lot of stuff in there that like you like me being a young African American male in America growing up. I wasn't in poverty, but it's like
good kid.
Yeah, good kid.
He was like,
yeah,
what am I supposed to do when the blinking the red and blue? Like,
yeah,
what
that's
black kid
happening.
hasn't fucking had that experience? Like, where you like the cops just fucking harass you, whether it actually be like slamming you on the car or just fucking with you for no reason.
Well, what about the ones
Technically,
like?
I had that experience.
I
know plenty of.
I swear to God, bro, it like. If they didn't recognize my last name and like have known my uncle,
oh, he's okay.
They
uncle
probably,
got cool.
they probably would have like been like way rougher with me.
Oh, that's
your uncle?
Okay.
Is your uncle blah blah blah? Yeah, that's my uncle.
Well,
all right, cool. We'll let you go.
Negro, you sliding
Another one was just him being like, even in the intro, Sheree.
Yeah.
Going to a party,
Yeah.
you met this chick, you conversate for a minute, she invites you over, you go for the, now you getting jumped, you got set up. That's happened to me. Like, dog, I relate to that.
I feel you.
Cause like where I live right next to the projects. But here's the thing: even though I'm not in like this, I guess we're middle class. We're good middle class, but our communities collide a lot. So it's kind of like we all conversate with each other. Everybody knew everybody, but the fact that I went over there and hung out with, sometimes like the first time I went over there, all I got was like, "Hey man, where you from? Like we don't see you around here." I got questions like that.
Yeah.
Fuck, I almost got jumped into a game, man. Like, that's another story, but
small southern town gang
setup.
gang.
That shit's
Squad.
crazy, but
yeah. I guess I'll go into my my review
term paper.
Exactly. Hold on, let me get my notes ready for you guys.
Getting his Drake on, got his BlackBerry out.
He said the Drake. But man, there's so much I loved about this album. I am gushing over it. But
just try not to spoil everything for me.
I'm not gonna spoil everything, buddy. I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. You're gonna have to take.
You got that look of somebody who's about to just drop the bomb on somebody.
But what I will say, just to start this shit out, man, y'all rappers gotta step your fucking game up, man. Y'all niggas lyrics ain't even on. Your lyrics ain't even on my man's level, man. He got the crown, son. He running around with the crown. He's waving it in y'all faces.
Hit it with the sway.
You whack rappers.
I hate you.
Why do you even come up here? You're wasting your time. We got Kendrick spitting bars. Kung Fu Kenny. Come on.
Cornrow
Kenny. Off the curb from Compton Kenny.
Yo, stupid.
But yeah, like as far as the artistry, the art of creating an album within hip hop, this guy is like setting a very high bar. Like the concept, and I'm gonna have to straddle the fence of like not giving away too much, because homeboy Phenom wants to hear some more. But I'll just say check out Fear when he talks about the children of Israel and a particular curse, and that's the thread within the album, and he straddles between different decisions that I guess he has to make, or other people have to make, and that influences a lot of what he's talking about on this album. Man, that aspect of it, and man, the lyricism. When it comes to Kendrick, like he'll spit 3 bars in a line, and then he may have like a voice filter or something manipulating his voice for the next 2 or 3 lines, and then he'll switch back to the original voice he was using. Then he'll switch the flow up, and then it's just kind of like shooting fish in a barrel for him. His level of lyricism is just like at a level where it's just easy for him. And God, I guess as far as like my favorite tracks on there, I'll probably say DNA is definitely one. What was it? Pride. Because it sounded like old school Outkast. It sounded like some Andre 3000 shit, to be honest. And just like how haunting the production was, and how the chorus was, as far as what was it like? It's kind of like in another life, dun dun. And he's talking about how he like
come about pride.
Pride, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And he's talking about how he, like, I guess he has so much pride. He's speaking from the perspective of having so much pride, where he doesn't want to put his faith in people. Whereas like and it almost is like a hauntingly regretful song, where he may have had an opportunity accomplish something or to do something, and he's haunted by the fact that he didn't trust enough in like.
I'm trying to remember that bar. He said, "I don't love you to trust you" or something. I don't love you enough to
put my trust in you.
Yeah,
you put my trust in you. I put my trust in these raps or something.
I put my trust in mankind.
It might have been mankind.
Yeah, he said something like, I don't love mankind enough to put my trust in them, so I put my trust in rap.
Yeah, and I think like, I feel like honestly, like this album isn't just for people from the hood or whatever. I think the landscape of it talks about inner cities and all of that, and then the world in general. But it's a universal message. It's a universal message of curses. I'm gonna like put like a underline that just pay attention to that when you're listening if you don't already get what he's talking about. And then also regret, and then as far as making decisions, good and bad decisions, how they can completely change, the outcome of your life, especially with that is just a crazy story, kind of like how two ships, how two ships, passing in the night, and how if things were different, how his life could have been altered, and he had nothing to do with it. Let's see what else. I definitely enjoyed Fear, and Fear is the one I was talking about. Had his cousin on the first. Started out with his cousin's voicemail talking about curses, and him talking about from the age of 7, where it's like his mom saying, "I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't do this. I'm gonna beat your ass," and it's just a fear of a kid. And then 17, to me, 17, I'm gonna be real, like 17 made me cry, because him talking about his fear of dying, and I honestly can't relate to that on that level, but I can relate to it from like, just certain moments in my life where I did go into the bad neighborhood or whatever, trying to hang out with my friends, and you have this fear of something might happen to me, and he was just going down the line, listing different things that made him afraid, that he would die. And to me, that was like the most.
Yeah, he did make a list.
Yeah, and it was like the fucking saddest thing, because you can hear it in his voice. He's like, I'm gonna die if I do this. I'm gonna die if I don't wear the right colors. I'm gonna die if I walk down the street. I'm gonna die if I hang out with him. I'm gonna die if I go to this.
If I talk to her,
exactly, man. Really. That shit was like the saddest thing, and I feel like a lot of inner city youth can definitely relate to that shit. And then universally, people in third world countries can definitely relate to that shit, because it's like you go into like the wrong zone, area. If you in Palestine, you go into Israel, they could pop you for being Palestine.
Shot every day, B.
But it resonates. It definitely resonates. You stupid. But and then the one where he talks from the standpoint of being 27, he talks about his fear of losing his creativity, that he's not living up to his potential, stuff like that. And it's really it's a super personal album, as far as like where the standpoint he's speaking from, but he's also speaking from the standpoint of looking at the world and being like, is this like fate? Are things fated as far as like our destiny? Is it some people's destiny to end up where they're at, and is it my destiny to be this? And do I have like, should I be doing something else, or should I be sticking with rap? And it's just kind of like, I feel like him questioning, his purpose as far as what he's doing. And production, that shit
was superb.
Yes, his ear for music, and him. I don't know like who said, okay, we're gonna put Mike Will made it, and whoever produced
shout out to Mike Will made it, man.
Shout out to all the producers.
I mean, especially him being in the South and everything.
What does that mean? They got a good ear for music.
I just like Southern producers.
Yes, let me shine. Yeah, let me get my
I thought you were saying it from the standpoint of, he's a Southern producer, and I'm surprised that this sounded like
he say he's proud of the Southern producer.
Oh yeah, okay, I feel you.
And then linking up with Kendrick,
like Ohio. Yeah. You don't know nothing about.
I'm from Ohio, nigga. Really? Okay.
I'm fucking with you.
You stupid as fuck.
I'm glad he on tracks with like
some real rap. Just say it. You can be honest. Be honest. Come on.
That makes you another thing it says like, man, depending who on it all depends on that beat, man.
Yeah, I mean,
trap can be good. Trap is good.
Trap can be good, but this is like, let's be honest. This is a somebody people who love lyricists will love this album. And this album is, the center of it is lyricism.
Them fucking bangers though. God damn, dog.
And I
forgot Kendrick could do it. I forgot for a minute.
Do you not remember Backseat Freestyle?
Shit.
I said I forgot for a minute, man. He reminded me.
Yeah, just about every song of Good Kid, Mad City could have been a single, in my opinion.
I feel
Definitely.
I feel like he was talking to me. He's like, "Said I heard you talking shit. Hold up, you didn't think I could do this shit?"
And I was just surprised how just the different ways in which he flowed is like not.
That's the thing that you was talking about.
No, I'm not shocked, and not necessarily surprised, but just being like, when you think he's hit a pinnacle of like rapping on a certain level, he just fucking takes off. It's like some Super Saiyan shit, like the inner potential, like the Ultimate Gohan shit, like the inner potential. He just exceeds that, and he keeps exceeding that, and keeps exceeding that.
Yeah, I'm glad you used Gohan in that sense, man. I'm very sensitive when we start making like Dragon Ball Z references.
Nigga.
Listen, bro.
Because he's like, you gotta be well read on DBZ.
I got issues.
Anime.
I got issues with that series, like right
Inside
now.
my DNA.
Oh my god.
It'll be addressed later on.
For real.
Go ahead.
Man, for real.
Yeah, but like,
we definitely need to talk about that.
but
it's going on.
Yeah, but when he finds out, when he finds a way of like rapping, I guess along a certain rhyme pattern, he'll switch it up, and then voice, like what I was saying, voice manipulation and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then he'll with the Rihanna song specifically, he had one like she sang one line, and then he rapped the next line, and she sang another line, he rapped the next line, and I just thought that was like he pays attention to details so much. And kind of to me in the same way that
he knows what he's painting. That's the thing. Like, that's the thing that he has that a lot of people don't have. Is like, and that's the thing that I love about. That's the thing I love about Top Dog with him being like with him pushing them for that. It's like, if you're gonna say something, then make sure you make it cohesive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Schoolboy Q, all his albums have a concept. They may not seem like it, but they do.
Yeah. Okay.
Ab-Soul concepts. Isaiah Rashad
we ain't gonna talk about Ab-Soul.
Isaiah Rashad concepts. Kenny, of course,
yeah.
Concepts. And so it's like the thing.
Concepts.
I don't listen to SZA.
You know, she's actually really fucking talented. Though.
She is talented. I don't listen.
Shit.
I haven't listened to enough of her songs.
But the thing is like, a lot of people just go in and just rap. Yeah. Okay, one song done, and then they'd be like, "Yeah, man, I recorded 48 songs for this one project." Cool. Okay, that's cool. You can drop 58 albums in 1 year. That's cool.
But
if you ain't really, it's not even about like saying something or being lyrical or anything like that. It's just like, if your album, it's not even about making a concept for your album, but if your album doesn't sonically flow,
yeah, I think that's,
then you're kind of like,
that's the biggest thing. That's the thing. I'm gonna be real. Honestly, when I first got into rap, that was one of the things that I was kind of like, that's what's missing in rap. Rap is missing melody. Rap is missing like more deep song structure. And that's what I was like.
I was about to say, you can't say melody. They got melody locked down.
No, I'm saying back in the day when I first fell in love with it, because it was all grungy and Tim Boots and all of this, and not even knocking that, but that's one thing that
bopping.
That's
cringy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what LA. That's what Dre kind of brought to, in my opinion, into music overall that the East Coast wasn't doing. And then just in the bigger picture, like specifically, rappers started getting to the point where you have singing and singing and rapping. That's become the norm. And I feel like people are starting to like expect people to have more interesting sounding albums at least.
Yeah.
If you're not lyrical, if you're not saying anything interesting, it at least sounds interesting to you.
So brief history lesson on Tez.
Really? You gonna tell people about me?
I just want to give them context of why you said that, because Tez was the guy that'd be like, if he ain't got bars, I ain't listening. If he ain't got no, if he anything, he needs bars. All I need is bars. You were like that.
No, it definitely wasn't like that.
Yeah, I'm saying that's why he feels so strongly now.
Me and Tess used to bump heads.
Evolve.
We were having discussions about it plenty of times.
Yeah,
Because it's just like, I agree with you, but man, sometimes that shit's just fun. And he actually like loosened up or whatever. I'm not saying I'm the catalyst or whatever, but I'm happy.
No, and it wasn't, and honestly,
I'm happy he doesn't take it so seriously.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. I don't take it as seriously. And honestly, it wasn't like I was just knocking everything that didn't have bars. Hold on. It wasn't like I was knocking everything that had bars.
You heard Future back then.
Hold on. It wasn't the fact that I knocked everything that didn't have bars. It's just the fact that I put bars on this pedestal. Exactly. Yeah. And I was like
the same way.
Yeah, and I was like, anything as far as rap that wasn't barring out to me, I was just like, it's okay.
I was never that way.
What, cool. You never put bars on pedestal?
I never put bars on pedestal.
Like for me, like
I did. I went through
phases.
I went through like
Migos.
Ratchet.
You didn't like Migos at first? And you kind of
because I was still in my like, man, give me some substance.
Man, the evolution of their bars is ridiculous.
That's crazy,
man.
Yeah, you can actually understand them now.
No, like
no, a lot of people said they couldn't understand them in the first one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my evolution was like Ratchet, debauchery. And then I got introduced.
I love
to,
that.
I got introduced to Doom and Nujabes. I got introduced to Doom and Nujabes, and I was like, oh man, I got to start looking for lyrics. Then Lupe came along. I was like, man, I'm all about the lyrics right now. So then when Migos and you start hearing like Young Gotti and Future, I was like, I can't feel it. But now I'm at the point where it's just like, listen, if it sounds good sonically, I mess with it. And I'm a level-headed individual. I know not to take everything so serious. So
he just became open-minded.
So when Future,
a year ago,
whatever, dog.
That's why it's like you level-headed. Okay,
they're synonymous. You can't.
My thing is, I'm not on the Future mask on train when he's saying like Molly Percocet. I'm like, I'm gonna go do some Molly and Percocet.
I mean, if you actually want to do some drugs off of Future, you gotta reevaluate your life.
It's a Gucci flip flop.
I mean, like at the same time, like I understand everybody goes to that phase where like, oh, that must be the cool thing to do, and then they go try some shit or whatever, fuck up their lives. It's understandable. That's human nature.
That's dumb.
But, like,
off a song, I think that's kind of dumb. If like it's stupid off
well,
like your
like
peer
a
group.
lot of the things that I'm into actually came from like music, like. A lot of the shit that I'm into stems from music. Like, I didn't start watching, like, Federico Fellini movies and shit like that until, like, the Mars Volta. Yeah, like, talked about him in their, like, interviews. Like, we tried to make this movie the way Fellini would make a movie.
Yeah,
so
I think that's
different.
I think that's different besides, taking stuff that can kill you. Just off of the fact, he said it, it's popular. Let's go do it, guys. What?
Mushrooms.
No, Bills, go ahead.
Oh my god.
That's a revelation for
like, oh my god.
I was like, did I pay my bills yet? Okay,
oh,
yeah,
Lord.
I did. All right, go ahead.
You want to play some Destiny Child? Can you pay my bill? Oh, I'm sorry. But anyway.
Rather sing that one than Emotions Taking Me, because that's what you're gonna feel when it
exactly.
feel good.
Sure, we can play both those. We can play BG's one too.
I know I ain't the only one. You get your check, you be like, man, it's so great to have money for like 5 minutes, and then you pay them bills.
Uncle Sam's
broke.
Uncle Sam's gonna fuck you over anyway, so.
Yeah, when you point that's just like, I'm taking your shit.
Exactly. I'm gonna take your life when we send you overseas, and then I'm gonna take your money when you get taxed.
So all in all, we all agree that this album is banging.
You goddamn right. I don't know if I would call it a classic just because I really wasn't feeling love and loyalty just passed by me.
You like loyalty for real?
No, I said loyalty. It's just it's getting by. It was cool. I just wasn't. I'm not enthusiastic about listening to it. Now you want to call me a dick rider? You looking at me?
Come on, he on his phone, man.
Thank you.
Let him cook. I don't like the recipe
because I'm getting to the next.
Don't taste it.
Putting the words in my mouth and everything.
But this is what I want to ask y'all, and this is the funny thing I wanted to get into, or not the funny thing.
Man,
I'm crazy. Goddamn. Let me. What? I'm just playing. But what I wanted to ask y'all. The GOAT talk that's been happening. GOAT talk.
Of what?
Of Kendrick Lamar. Is he? Do you feel like
he's basing off Rosenberg saying Kendrick?
Not just Rosenberg. That's a popular going around
as
Twitter.
As far as
that's a popular sentiment going around Twitter.
As far as real raw rap, like hip hop heads and shit like that or whatever, I'm gonna say like he's currently the greatest of all time. He's not the greatest of all time.
Of his generation.
Of this generation.
Of his generation, yes, easily.
I'm sorry, but
there are
J. Cole.
There are too many other greats to try to put, like, when it comes to greats, you just got to put them in order. It's just like, okay, you're in this line.
But here's the
You
second
talking
part
about
of
like a
that
class?
question.
Like you graduated this class, so you really?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm gonna have to do it that way because there's too many
hold
other
up.
great artists out there that I love.
Hold on real quick.
I agree with you on that.
Hold up.
There's
Here's
a lot
the second
that I
part of
love.
that question. But you can say either he's making the push into the top 10 of all time, or he's already in the top 10.
Oh
of all time.
man,
Which one
he's
is it?
going for it. That boy wants.
So
to
is
be,
he still making the push, or is he in it? In your opinion?
I feel like
That's
he
hard,
still.
man.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like he feels he needs to push, and as long as he feels he needs to push, we're still gonna benefit from it. So fuck it, let him push.
He's already in mine. I'm sorry.
The moment he feels like he's up there and he doesn't have to try anymore, then we get Kingdom Come.
Don't wish that on that man.
I can't.
Lasers.
Kingdom Come wasn't bad.
Or lasers.
It wasn't great though.
Do you want Kendrick to make lasers?
Please stop. You're gonna break my heart.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
So
Y'all don't
So
understand.
let him push.
Y'all
Let
don't
him
understand
push.
the way he just said laser. That's like kryptonite for me. You
That's
can't.
like
I don't
mentioning
think
Dragon Ball Evolution to me. It's
No.
like, no, why are you talking about it?
I was like, don't wish that
remember
evil.
it.
I don't think he's honestly gonna like fall. I don't think there's a chance he could fall. I think there's a chance he could have a big
Listen,
miss.
man,
He can, like,
That's what I'm
overcalculate.
saying.
I don't
Yeah.
need him to wish that evil on him. That's evil
all
to
I'm
me.
saying.
But I thought Lupe was trying to go too much for like the popular sound or what he thought would be popular.
That's what I'm saying. Let Kendrick be Kendrick, and if Kendrick feels like he's not number one, then let him keep feeling that way. Let him let him satisfy himself.
Yeah,
Because if he
I
listens to us, then we get Kingdom Comes or Lasers.
I agree with that.
Let Kendrick be what?
But
King Kid.
But do I think that he is like? I definitely put him in fucking top 10.
5 foot giant. All right,
He said 5 foot giant, 5 foot titan. but this is what I will say, and I was thinking about it. I would put Kendrick's last 3 full length projects against anybody else, any other artist's best 3 bodies of work. I would. Period. You could put him against Jay's classics, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, and Blackout.
Can you put it against Outkast?
I think you might be able to argue.
Well, no, that's a group. Never mind. Well, yeah,
They're
fuck it. It's
artists.
rap. It's rap.
Yeah, it's rap.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, who would y'all pick? K Dot or 3 Stacks?
Damn.
Exactly. Don't do that. Don't start doing this shit where it's like I put him against blah blah blah. Don't do that shit. Just appreciate.
No,
the
we
shit
gotta do it.
people
No,
put.
we gotta do it now.
I feel like
Y'all can have
No,
that.
I'm
I'm good.
He's like,
no,
I
I
can't
feel
take
you.
it.
I feel you.
Because like the music is too fucking important to me. Like for real. Like,
No,
man,
but I'm just saying like when
No.
you calculating the stats. I'm saying like when people are putting out
fuck stats.
I'm not-
listen,
gets
no,
personal.
listen. I feel you. No, hear me out. Like when somebody's just putting out albums or whatever, I feel like you can't really, compare the two. But when you talk about like all time greats, I feel like what's wrong with doing that?
But one, there were different styles.
It is, yeah, definitely. I agree.
Like Rakim and fucking K Dot do not rap the same.
No, I agree.
Completely fucking different.
I
So
said that's why I said projects. I didn't say
but
stylistically.
that's what I'm saying. Like you can't really compare that shit. You
Why
can't
can't
compare
you?
some
It's
shit
rap.
that was created back in '87 to some shit created just fucking yesterday.
No, that's true.
That's fucking stupid.
But as far as Outkast,
I'm not saying like you're stupid.
No,
I'm just saying like that is dumb for me. It's stupid for me personally to try to compare that shit because I'm like, yeah, Rakim is still one of the greatest. Rakim is always going to be one of the fucking greatest.
Shit, I feel like you can compare Blueprint to who's somebody that put out to like fucking J. Cole's last album because I wasn't feeling J.
I
Cole.
don't feel like you can do that.
Yes, you can. They're
That
both
is-
rap albums. They're different
Bro,
stylistically.
you're talking about some. It's just like okay, Schoolboy Q had a line, and I wish people paid attention to that shit. He said, you claim you sold a kilo, but born in '93 though. Like niggas that was born in '90s ain't selling fucking coke like that. They selling
It's
pills.
still rap. I'm not even talking about what he's talking about being like this is real life.
What
That's not
I'm
real
saying,
life.
what I'm saying is, that era and the era of the people of today are two different fucking things. The way people came up, the way people fucking rap, the way people what people rap about.
But you were talking about evolution. Like you can't compare a '80s project to a '90s to a 2000s project. I'm comparing an early 2000 project came out with 2001 to something that came out with 2016.
Bro, that's
And I think it's better. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, we gonna reel it back in.
No,
I
but did
said-
you have anything to say like to that?
because I just
that-
don't feel like that's like saying like, oh, compare 21 Savage to 50 Cent. They both rap about violence. They both been shot. They both survived shootouts.
Okay, hold on, Paul. He's not talking about like the subject matter. He's just talking about
the body
like,
of work.
enjoyment level.
Yeah, enjoying the body of work.
So
I
understand.
I still enjoy it. Just
but I will say this: comparing his 3 best works to anybody else's, it'll still be hard. But I could do it because like
I definitely could.
I say this: Kendrick hasn't dropped a dud yet.
Dud as far as like a complete project you just didn't like.
Yeah, like overall, you were just like, oh my god, no. He has not done it yet.
I'd rather compare his work to his work. So which one of his albums do y'all think is the weakest?
Oh, this nigga gonna just completely negate
my
my question.
right, because I'm not
Entitled and Mastered, easy. I'm gonna count it as an album for that.
You said that was more
I'm gonna count it as an album for that argument. So it's easy.
I still feel like that was hard.
It was dope. I ain't saying it was dope compared to everything else. Yeah.
I'm gonna say To Pimp a Butterfly.
What was his best work?
As his weakest one.
You trolling.
Yeah, you trolling.
No.
Alright, y'all.
Good Kid, Mad City and Good Kid, Mad City
Since
and
anyone
Damn
troll,
are better than
we gonna move on. We gonna move on because I want to get this. I want to answer this question. We got from the lovely Tamara on Facebook. She sent us a topic.
I was gonna say we could have did that. We could do that like next episode.
Yeah, fuck it. We doing
Nigga,
the podcast.
Okay, all right.
That's what we do. We answer questions in the podcast. Jesus. So the lovely Tamara asked us, what was
Beautiful
our experience?
Tamara, sexy. I love you, girl. You a beautiful black queen.
Real talk. Thank you for messaging us. And
Exactly. You're the very first one. Hopefully, there's millions that come after you. But go ahead.
Yeah. So her question was to us was, what was our experience as a nerd growing up in our neighborhood, school and city, and what are our thoughts on nerd culture as it stands today and how it has evolved
in a beautiful, open-minded area of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where everybody respects your viewpoints. Yeah. Sarcasm.
Have you heard the podcast?
Sunshines and rose petals.
You need to check it out, bro. It happens.
This question, bro.
No. My bad.
Okay, Tez, you can.
Man, I moved here in, I want to say 1999, and I skateboarded. I was into rap, rock. I was into like foreign films, indie films, and stuff. And my experience, honestly, was like people were like, "Why you ain't into basketball? Why don't you don't listen to this 3 6 Mafia album?"
3 6 Mafia was hard though.
Yeah, they were hard, but it was like you couldn't be different than what people liked, especially that was like during middle school, and of course I wanted to fit in, so I listened. Yeah, then we live in West End is a majority black, like lower middle class community, and of course I wanted to fit in, and there was some like 3 6 Mafia was cool. I enjoyed them, but I never really got into basketball like that. I always was a fan of the Lakers. Like I'm like a fan of the Lakers.
Just
I'm not dark.
Fan, man.
Huh? But yeah, my experience getting into high school, I think that's when I kind of got into my own and I was like, yo, I like what I like. It's cool if y'all don't like this shit. I'm gonna stick with my 3 or 4 friends. Cuz was one of them. My cousin Mike Samurai. Y'all know him as Mike Samurai. He was a guest on a previous episode. And I just got into what I loved more. And then when I graduated from high school, it was just kind of like open season for getting way more into different stuff, like more foreign films, more different types of rap music, different types of music in general. And I had to grow into it though. It was one of those things where it did really bother me that people were like, "Oh, you read, you ain't black enough. Oh, you like this, you're not black enough. You talk like this, you ain't black enough." And that, it stifled my comfortableness as far as being around people that look like me, essentially. Yeah. So, that was just my experience, but I made it through. And just shout out to anybody that feels that way. Y'all got the internet now. We didn't have internet wasn't as
back in my day.
Yeah, back in my day, the internet wasn't as developed as it is now. You can
literally
connect
20 years ago.
So fun fact, I would have dropped this fun fact. Me and Terrence started our friendship and almost ended it with one game, and that was Halo.
Oh yeah, we used to shit on them on Halo. We used to fuck with them, man. It was pretty messed up.
Man, I almost fought this nigga.
Oh my god.
But okay, I'll answer the question. This is a fun fact.
No, that's funny. We used to have beef over Halo, man.
But
Swords and shotties was real, man. It was real
yeah.
confrontation.
Yeah, that's a conversation for another day.
You gotta be
That's a
down with
conversation
swords,
for
son.
another day. But I'll answer it. So my experience as a nerd growing up, where I was born and raised in Tuscaloosa in West End.
Born and raised.
I was a closet nerd.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody about what I did. Unlike Terrence, I didn't have the presence of mind to be like, I'm just do what I want to do. Screw over that. That didn't come to me later on in life. So I was out here. I was still balling because I did love basketball. Ball was life. Played football. I live where I live. I'm like right next to the project. So yeah, I was hanging around the projects at a couple of points.
In the hoodie hood.
Yeah. I was doing a lot of dumb shit. Not even gonna lie. And like while all this time I still love like anime. I was reading comics at the time too, thanks to one of my older cousins. He would let me read some of his. But I never really told anybody. I didn't even tell his cousin. I didn't tell Mike Samurai because he's one of my good friends too.
He's Phenom's OG right there. He goes to him for counsel into
Good God.
strategy, military strategy.
But where I was living, it was that stereotype that like if you like comics, if you like anime, cartoons like that, you were just weird. You nobody wanted to hang around you. Nobody yada yada. So I was under the impression like I didn't want to be outcast from everybody. I wanted to be with everybody. So I went into the crowd, played the hood role and everything. Pretty much until I got the freaking I want to say my junior year in high school is when I literally stopped caring. Yeah, but as far as my friends go in the neighborhood and everything, it was more like it was crazy was that how I got closer to my friend neighborhood. It all started with Dragon Ball Z because his cousin Mike Samurai and another friend of ours, they were talking about Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, "Wait, ain't this not cool, man? Why y'all talking like this?" Cool,
you talking in an open area about nerd shit? What? Oh my god!
It threw me off, and it was like, "Yeah, man, you don't watch shit." I was like, "Oh yeah, I do." And so that I guess that kind of started me there, but it didn't. It was just like these are the only two people I can talk to about that shit. Everybody else, nah. So I was, for lack of a better word, kind of living a lie a little bit, but not really. I just didn't tell people about it.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you wish that you grew up in a different area?
I would say no to a degree because it did shape me into what I am today. I'm not gonna hate myself or nothing like that, but I got tough skin, and then if you cannot give a fuck like where I'm from, you pretty much cool anywhere else.
Oh my god!
That's the greatest self confidence builder I can give.
Got
somebody.
Your armor upgraded, you good.
Yeah, all the insults just bounce off me, bro. It don't really matter no more, unless I'm just
I hate
super
your soul.
irritated or something. But and like I said, when I got to high school, my junior year, when I stopped caring what people think, where I truly felt liberated from that crowd, it was all gravy, man. Because but before that, it's like you couldn't when I was growing up, I couldn't just be after we playing basketball, it gets dark, everybody's going in. I'm finna talk to this chick, I'm finna go to this party, yada yada. Yeah. It's kind of weird. I thought it was kind of weird. Be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go in and watch Toonami for the next 3 hours. So yeah, I mean,
and the gaming culture wasn't as lit as it was.
Yeah, it wasn't as lit as it was.
People looked at you like, what the fuck? Why you ain't outside playing ball and trying to feel on these chicks outside?
Yeah, why ain't you trying to live your hoop dreams out here, man?
Yeah, why don't you want to play Marvel versus and we were looking at them why don't you want to play Marvel versus Capcom or Halo,
Street Fighter? Yeah, yeah,
everybody don't want to play Madden 24/7, nigga. Yeah. That's the
who
hood,
you telling?
That's the hood certified game, Madden and NBA 2K 24/7.
That was acceptable. Anything else was looked down upon.
Exactly.
Which
frowned upon.
I say my junior year, that's when I stopped caring. But I gradually from the people I was hanging around with and everything, I was still doing dumb shit. Don't get it twisted. I was retarded, but I started becoming more comfortable with myself with my nerdism, I guess.
Exactly. And Kanye and Pharrell were still new. Everybody wasn't used to black people being as nerdy, and this shit was all chic and cool and trendy. People were looking at them like, those are the fucking weirdos. Like they're not cool. They're
Yeah.
not like the gangsters, or they're not like the niggas dressing preppy and shit.
Yeah, the only thing I wish I would have kept doing without what I was doing was drawing a lot. Cause like one of the crazy things, I remember there was a competition back when I was in elementary school, like just low key with kids and everything. See who could draw the best like DBZ characters. Cause it was popping them and Pokemon popping it in elementary school, and like we would all just be like, all right, I'm gonna draw Gohan tonight. I'm gonna draw Goku. It was crazy. It was a great creative boost. And everybody's going against each other. It was healthy competition, just to up your game, up your artistry. Wish I would have kept that up. But as far as like the second half of your question, how do I think nerd culture as it stands today, and how it's evolved? It's kind of hard to answer that one. It's kind of like, for me, how it stands today. It's cool to see people like accepting something that's, I guess you call it nerd culture. It's cool to see it now, but the doubts come in, like, is it even genuine? Do you really like this, or you just riding the wave? Like, I live this. Y'all don't live this shit like I do. I mean, this is just my feeling. These are thoughts I get from it.
No, I feel you on that, but I kind of don't care if niggas ain't genuine. Some niggas ain't genuine, but if I talk to you and we have a conversation about certain things that I'm really into,
I care too.
I want to know that you care. If we're talking about something I care about, if I'm actually having a conversation, or I'm messaging somebody, I care. But if it's just a whole bunch of trending Twitter shit, I don't give a fuck.
But that's what I'm getting at. Like, when I talk to you and you say, like, you're this huge, like, Iron Man fan, and we start talking about Iron Man, I started getting at you about, like, man, did you like this story already?
You say Tony Stark, and they're like, who?
Yeah, and then like, I throw, like, some random crap, like, yeah, Riri came in, like, who? Like, you start looking all confused, even when I said Tony Stark, like, you're not genuine. I don't like ingenuine stuff like that. That's just my thoughts on as it stands. It's dope, because we're getting a lot of stuff that I never would have thought we would have got, like Marvel series like we have now. Like it's like the main media is like really embracing it, which is dope, and it means I could get a lot more dope shit out of it.
I'm actually not surprised that like comic culture got popular, because Hollywood ran out of ideas for movies and TV a long fucking time ago.
But
everything became a remake.
It could have failed.
It could have failed. It definitely
hard.
could have failed, but I'm just not.
Especially if DC kept making movies.
Yeah, DC's lacking. DC's lacking hard.
And I also want to add on to like how it evolved from how it began. I'm glad it evolved like that, because like, and if you're not familiar with it in the beginning, like people, like I said earlier, nerds will look down upon people, the bullies and all that shit.
In the beginning, they had comic collections.
With a comic collection.
Yeah, so it's like either that, or like if you were like 13 plus and had Pokemon cards still on, you still get jumped for that. It's crazy.
Swirlies.
Yeah.
Get wedgies, get atomic wedgies and shit.
God. But I'm glad it's evolved, and I'm glad like even the parents now are like, they're not necessarily pushing on it, but if their kids are liking it and they come up with it, they're embracing it now. So that's great to see how that's evolved. I can't wait to see how it further evolves in the future.
But I do feel like black fathers are kind of like, why you ain't out trying to get some pussy? You really inside like watching Dragon Ball Z and all this shit. You're not normal. You gotta be out there going to the club.
Be the most supportive dad on the planet.
Damn,
I know, yeah.
So I might be watching some series with you now.
Yeah, shit. I hope my kid's not like, yo, teach me how to play basketball. Don't do that.
I want mine to teach. I can do it though. Like,
I can't.
That's the only time you get a chance to cross your baby out and like not get in trouble for it.
Oh man, did you see the kid that crossed his grandma?
Nah,
that shit was hilarious. Yeah.
You gotta do that
like,
with your son.
Grandma.
Bro, you gotta do that with your son. Like, when you start playing the ball, you go. You start doing it. So, and one more.
I'm gonna work the nigga out. Real talk. He gonna learn. He gonna learn today.
You gonna hit the slip and slide on NBA Street. Be like, oh man, get you a small goal and serve it up.
Oh,
and make sure your girl out there, so you say, serve it up.
Oh wow.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna get that reference. That's NBA Street. But yeah, I'm showing my nerdism.
Those
all right,
were the
go ahead,
Henny.
Growing up for me here as a nerd,
you're dealing with an epic nerd. Henny Neutron is the nerd of nerds. He's the.
I just love my shit. I love my shit, man. Doctor Who, all that shit. All that shit's cool to me. But growing up here, it was fun when I found the people who were interested in what I was into. But I grew up in it. I grew up
through the desert to find.
No, because I literally stuck to myself.
Oh, really?
Like for real, like the majority of the time, it's just like I stuck to myself. I was proud as a fucking nerd because, like, it was kind of like how I like shielded myself from the world, you know, a little bit. You know, it was kind of like my safety blanket. And so Batman shit, Daredevil, fucking like any kind of comic book, like you gave it to me, even if it was just like Archie, I'd read it. You know,
I can't fuck with Archie. But I feel what you're saying.
And so I would just read comic books and I would read fantasy books and stuff like that, like the majority of my life.
Yeah.
Then middle school happened. And in middle school,
you said girls happen.
Yeah, you know, you start looking at girls and stuff like that. They like the tougher kids, so let me try to get in with the tougher kids. And then you find out I actually got in with the tougher crowd. I got in with the tougher crowd from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh wow! That's
so
funny.
Yu-Gi-Oh was actually my bridge to like.
He's like the
the
real
cool
ones.
kids.
The real ones we rode with the Yu-Gi-Oh son.
Yeah, because they wanted to know they wanted to know how to play the game.
Yeah, I feel you.
And so I would teach them how to play, and yeah, I got jumped into the Crips. So
I like how
is this the Northport Crips? What is this?
No, this was Taylorville.
He casually just brought that
Even
up.
a smaller town where it's like more obscure to have a
It's
gang.
within Tuscaloosa, so it's big.
What, land wise.
I gotta understand how crazy that transition was. It went from Yu-Gi-Oh cards, the heart of the cards, to
So
yeah,
like, I'm gonna tell you my school day. My school day until I moved to Northport was literally I would get dropped off by my mom. I go hang out with Tim and Brad and all them. I would play Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and shit like that. Talk about Dragon Ball Z and shit with them. Start school, and throughout the rest of the day, I was a Crip.
OG's tapping on the shoulder.
I would literally go in the bathroom, unbuckle my belt a little bit, sag my pants a little bit.
Oh my god!
And then I walk around and act
you take your suspenders off and then
I never had suspenders.
Y'all wait till we get a camera and y'all need to remember this episode.
Look at me and be like, really?
Exactly, nigga.
And so
it's like what's that you were banging, son?
Listen.
We're gonna do our research, nigga. We gotta pull your records out, your resume.
Yeah, I knew about Tukey and all that shit. Like for real, like I knew about Tukey Williams.
They gave him a resume
in 6th grade.
Wow, they like you gotta study the greatest gangsters.
And so from there, after school, while I was waiting for my mom to pick me up, I'd dab up the homies and shit like that or whatever. They get on the bus or whatever, and then I would go to chess club. So I was a gangster nerd Crip.
Exactly.
Awkward gangster story.
Exactly. But I mean, it's Tuscaloosa. Ain't nobody banging.
So where the bodies at, son?
Like, ain't nobody trying to put in work. Ain't nobody doing nothing.
You went in West End during them days, homie.
Bro, trust me,
I
had my encounters. I had my encounters with West End, but that was after high school.
Wow.
That was after high school. After high school, that's when I discovered drugs. And so that led my life into another direction, but that's a story for another time.
Yeah, mine is more just I was in the trap, didn't like the trap, got out.
He was like, I was a trap god, but they didn't crown me when they.
My crowning moment of realizing that this life wasn't for me was when I heard that key phrase, "Hey, Lynette, come in real quick." That changed my life forever because what happened after that was like, oh man, this ain't me. I ain't got hard like that.
I think my whole
because it was like I got hard, but I ain't got hard to die for some stupid shit.
Yeah, but I think my moment was like when I was like, okay, you got to choose your path of are you gonna be like try to be the good guy or go along a decent path, or are you gonna try to be like gangster type nigga? Is when it was like somebody got like one of my friends, his cousin got in a fight. It was like a huge fight. I got in a fight with some of the guys that they were fighting.
Essential?
It was Essential. It
was like off the cat like got popped in the back of the head.
No. This was like at a nearby playground. It was like like the projects was in the background or whatever, and we weren't even that far away from the school technically. Yeah. We just did it so we were technically off of school premises, and we couldn't. Well, we could probably get suspended or arrested or whatever, but I guess we weren't concerned about that. But anyway, we got in a fight with these cats. And then they kind of backed up because their main dude got his ass whooped by our main dude, which was my homeboy's cousin. And then they ran, and then my homeboy was like, "Yo, let's go get these niggas." Well, his dude, his cousin was like, "Let's go get these niggas." And then my homeboy was like, "Yeah, let's go get these niggas." And I was like, "They don't want to fight anymore." And then they were like just running behind him. And then I was like, "Nah, I'm good," because it was stupid. Because if they don't want to fight, it's some whack shit.
Listen, man, you gotta cut it off at the throat.
Oh,
they run away. You gotta stomp it out.
Cut off the snake's
kill
head.
him. Really
That's
kill him.
Sun Tzu said this.
Head.
He said you should have did 25 to life for your dude.
Cut off the head, the body dies.
Nah, I'm good.
But anyway, like growing up, it was just I was the nerd. I was a nerd. I listened to like fucking rock. I listened to punk.
And we in the South. Keep that. We in the South in the 90s.
Yeah, and then
black,
like, and
yeah,
on
black
top of all
neighborhood.
that, it was like during this time of my life, like Master P was popping.
Yeah.
And so I was banging like Swamp Nigga. I was banging Ice Cream Man, and then
I'll live for you, man.
What's Cash Money came out.
Yeah.
And so like,
You know,
yeah,
fire.
man, I grew up
Hot
watching,
Boys.
Hot Boys and
Big
all
Time,
that
yeah.
stuff. And Big Time is one of my favorite albums of all times. It's actually I Got That Work.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite albums, bro.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was listening to Green Day and shit like that. It just didn't matter to me. Like, music, it was music. People were people and stuff like that or whatever. And so I just grew up accepting everything and everybody, even if they didn't want to accept me. Just because you don't accept me doesn't mean I don't have to talk to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I learned that at an early age. Like, I gave up caring about people or caring what people thought about me at an early age because I was awkward. Because when like Hillcrest in middle school is like, it merges like several fucking elementaries. And these are kids
Oh, y'all
from
country
like the
motherfuckers.
projects. These are kids from the projects. These are kids from
yeah.
affluent neighborhoods. These are kids from like country, like trailer parks
Rural,
and shit.
Yeah.
And then you got kids from just like normal fucking suburbs. And so you got this plethora of, and so I'm hanging out with like gang members. I'm hanging out with band nerds. I'm hanging out with
Jocks and all
jocks,
that. Yeah.
everything. And so I'm just like, okay, you don't like me? Fuck you. Whatever. Cool. Keep him pushing. And then like I came to Northport and I was just like, this place is weird. But as far as like what do I think about like nerd culture today, I think it's just pretty much the same. Like it's grown, but like they were saying it's, you got a lot of fake nerds, which is cool. I guess everybody needs an entry point, but like I guess because of the internet, people want to try to claim like they know.
Everybody wants to hop on the wave, man.
But
Well,
I think
people
nerd culture is still the same in the sense of that it's still the most misogynistic and racist place culture I've been a part of.
Okay,
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
I'm about to say.
I don't
feel
like
this
change.
more.
Nerds are fucking racist as hell.
Yeah.
And they are
We're not. You're
The
friendly.
Klan is pretty racist.
Yeah, but like
I know you was
they
saying you were
pretty
part
much
of.
are. Like they pretty much are. Like you really think the first internet troll was not a nerd? Like think about that.
exactly.
Like come on.
Who's
That's their
fucking
expertise.
swatting people?
He said swatting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's swatting?
Yeah, swat. Okay, I'm
You be
I'm
playing
explaining
on
what swatting
Twitch?
is. Yeah, you like streamers have gotten swatted. Swatted means you're on Twitch. Somebody calls in a fake threat to the police department. They send
Oh,
the SWAT
that's
team.
what.
And the
Yeah,
SWAT team
I heard
comes and
about
raise your
that.
shit
Yeah,
while you're on
Yeah.
Twitch.
some cat got like I think maybe 15 to 20 years.
Man, the
'Cause
highest
he got-
I
he
seen
got-
the cat get was 3.
He got somebody's.
That costs money.
Yeah, he got somebody's pop shot. Like he literally said, this person killed somebody or 2 people or some shit like that. They bust through the kid's door, his house or whatever, and they saw his pops and shot his pops. His pops got like shot in the leg or some shit, and like
I'm
they were
glad
like,
he didn't die. I'm glad you finished that story because
But
that's the dumbest. Because swatting is the
That's
dumbest shit
yeah.
I've ever.
and what was the last part of that question?
Oh, and how has it?
Evolved.
How do you feel it's evolved
I don't
from
think
what
it's-
from what it was?
I think if anything, the only thing that made it evolve was
the pop.
the money that Hollywood throws at it. Pretty much, like
And the lack of ideas.
yeah, like their lack of originality, but even with that being said, I am happy that Hollywood allowed Marvel, like the executives of Marvel, to dictate how the movies went down.
And I would say,
With
and
that
I would say
being the
technology. I would say technology also, where people can communicate and have communities of, oh, we love this thing, we love Dragon Ball Z, or we love anime, or we love this particular rapper or whatever.
I do think that the type of nerd that I am, and that said this, and even you, Tess. My bad, Fee.
No, I said I'm just playing.
Like, he mad at this point.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Everybody knows his whole social security, where he lives, all that. It's cool.
I do think that I do miss the era. I will say this: I do think that Cartoon Network doesn't show enough fucking anime anymore, which sucks.
I mean, they do. Well, no, they don't.
They don't.
They
Because
don't.
we can watch Tenchi Muyo like every day of the
God, I
fucking week.
love it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can watch Cowboy Bebop at night every day of the week.
Jesus Christ.
You don't want to see the same episode of Teen Titans about 25 times?
I mean, they did the same thing with Tenchi Muyo, but at least it was anime.
And then they went through. See, they went through like it was Tenchi Muyo, then it was Tenchi Muyo Universe, then they did Tenchi in Tokyo, which it wasn't as bad as people say. Jesus Christ,
that is a classic debate. Like,
it wasn't as bad as
it's
people
not
say.
that bad. Yes, it is. No, yes, it is. Like,
But then it introduced a lot of people to freaking Rurouni Kenshin, X. Good God, that was a great anime. Man, we all off. Hey, thank you.
but yeah, like, I just personally feel like I feel like there should be more exclusion within the nerd culture.
Wow.
More tolerance within the nerd culture, because it's like
tolerance. Okay.
Yeah.
like
You said
exclusion
And exclude the biggets. Yeah, I prefer like all the.
Oh,
races.
I said exclusion. I meant inclusion. My
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
My
what?
bad.
But
bad.
yeah, both excluded too, because I want to get rid of.
He's like,
all
we got to
these-
discriminate on more people.
Get rid
man.
of
all
those
the
fucking
racist
assholes,
bigots out
like,
there,
for
man,
real, 'cause,
like-
nerds are actually the most racist people that you could ever fucking meet.
It'd be one of the most
Because-
savage.
Because they'll literally say some shit like, "Oh, that character's not black. Why would they make him black? Blah 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 blah."
He's too
And then turn
intelligent.
right around and be like, "But Japanese people make all their characters white, so why wouldn't they put Scarlett Johansson in the movie?"
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you want your whole world, but you don't want to share it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you
And
back
that's
in before we go
fucked
into
up.
a whole nother discussion.
Oh, I'm not going to or whatever. I'm just saying, like,
White
that's
supremacy.
how
Oh.
that's how it is, and it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are our thoughts. Anything else to put? I know we're running over, but
Shout out to Tamara.
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 Listen, I'm pretty sure you're gonna correct us. So
She gonna shut us down.
Either way, we love you. We appreciate your
Definitely.
feedback. Thank you for the topic. It was a great question.
Keep lobbing more topics. Maybe one day we can have you call in and you can be a guest.
And if you have to hate anybody, hate Tess.
I
He
guess.
didn't do spell check, and he did.
I
He said your
guess,
name wrong
yeah.
like 5 times. So like, but hey guys, thank you for tuning in. Outros.
Henny Neutron.
Henny.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't want to drop Twitter
Nothing
tag?
else.
It's gonna be in the description.
I guess.
Super tired right now.
But Test the Grade at Mars Brooks. Yeah, this is a great episode. K Dot is one of the greatest to ever do it. If you think anything other than that,
Fight me.
Meet
me outside.
Yeah, meet me outside. Catch me outside. But y'all need to really check out that album if y'all haven't already like jumped the gun on that and heard it 100 times. But yeah.
All right, and then it's been your host Fee, aka Said, aka Phenom. So thank you.
How you gonna say your
for
name at
tuning
the
in.
end and be
I
like,
don't
don't
give a
say
fuck.
my...
They already know, man. Don't even matter. Don't even matter. Check out the Facebook group. Check out the channel's Twitter. Check out our each individual Twitters. We also have a SoundCloud. Check out the SoundCloud if you missed episodes 1 through 5. We got those up right now. Eventually, we're gonna take them down and put 5 through 10.
We also have a lovely blender we'll give away at a future show.
Don't lie like that.
bullshitting.
And I can
Y'all
never get
niggas
through
too
an
sensitive.
outro.
All right, go ahead.
I can never get through. But
Long-winded ass.
says the. You know what? This nigga says it's gonna be a roast. But yeah, y'all, we out here, man. Peace.
We love y'all.
My homies just chillin', feeling the vibes. This the time of our lives, but many don't realize. Having visions of living on another level. Never signed to the devil, the rebel that be fucking around with the treble. Bumping tribe in the system like penicillin, motherfucker. I'm killing, spitting venomous. Never remember this, it's like a system. Say it, then I do it, I never miss them. Fuck them after I kiss them. Sit back and listen.